We grew. We literally grew, and we're overgrowing, so that's wonderful. Raise your hand if you were here last year. Yay! Well, you must have told a friend or two, because we're packing a house. I'm so excited. For those of you who have not been here, I want to tell you the next 2 days are going to be magical. It's exciting to put this type of energy in a room. Positive women, uplifting women. There's nothing like it. And I was touched last year. I kept it all through the year, as many of us were, and I want to use it this year to move forward. So we're all together again. That's fabulous. And now we're going to pay it forward. So we're kicking off this session just to talk to you about, think about how you're feeling for the next 2 days. I want you to do that. I want you to harness that, because we're going to be able to use that to reach other women, okay? This is about beauty. When he said beautiful, it's not our outward beauty, it's our inner beauty. Your beauty should be that of your inner self. The unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is great worth in God's sight. That's what we're searching for. When you have that inner beauty, you exude that, and everybody's going to feel it from you. When you look at someone and you smile and they feel that energy, it lifts them up. And that's something that we're going to try to do this weekend. Why does this matter to me? Well, I want to tell you why I'm so passionate about it. So we're going to go back. Not back that far, but that's little Kendall, okay? My name is Kendall Boyson. For those of you who do not know me, I'm from Cobden. I'm a member of Connect Point, but most importantly, I'm a woman with problems. I'm a woman that smiles a lot, but on the inside, I have my own struggles as well. And this little girl thought she could run the world from an early age. She never met a stranger. She was always willing to help. She had a good heart. My dad said I should have been a nurse, but she also tried too hard, and she thought she could do it all by herself. And so as she grew up, that type of doing it all led to some pretty bad relationships. Okay, so we're just going to jump right in. Tissue. You know, I thought that with a little hard work and a positive spirit, I could fix everything and everyone. And so I put myself in situations that were harmful for me, that didn't make me shine, and really dulled my spirit. It took me a long time to figure it out too. Many years. Long relationships. But in 2013, I was able to figure it out. I went to therapy, and I was told that I was a codependent. And if you don't know what a codependent is, a lot of people think that that just means you're an enabler, which you can be an enabler as a codependent. Is my mic okay? You think my battery's going bad?
I guess so. Just keep talking.
She's the techie person. So, good timing. I'm in therapy for codependency, and
just think on that for just a second.
So everybody needs to think about that for a
Think
minute.
about, get a mental image there. Now, I literally just changed this, so I'm not quite sure.
It does go through it quickly.
It eats it up. Okay, try that.
Okay, are we back? Yeah. So I went to therapy, and the funny thing is, 7 years prior to that, someone told me, you're a codependent, you need to read this book, Codependency No More. I said, okay, yeah, I'll look that up. File 13. I never looked it up. 7 years later, another pretty disastrous relationship, I finally went to therapy and they said, you're a codependent, you need to read the book, Codependency No More. And I did, and it was life-changing. I also went to therapy, I went to a support group as well for Codependents Anonymous. And I learned that codependency is a deeply rooted compulsive behavior where you take on the weight of the world and the weight of someone else, and you really feel as though you can fix it. And as tenacious as I am, I wasn't willing to give up. But through that, I learned to put more positivity into my life. And when I found that out, I made some pretty radical changes. God brought things to me super clear. But it was on a day after I learned this about myself, I was struggling. I was drowning in a dangerous relationship, and I was really physically sick. And I remember sitting on my bed, and I was just crying. I was so upset. And I felt like I had two weights, big weights on either hand. And I was in water. Have you ever felt like you're drowning? Like, I really felt like I was in water, treading water, with barely my head above the water. And I had these two weights. And I said it out loud. I said, God, I can't do this anymore. It was really the first time I had verbalized that, because again, I think I can do anything. With a little hard work, I just wasn't working hard enough. And I finally said, I can't do it. I need your help. And God said to me, let go. And he said it, and it was so clear, and I let go, and I felt one of those weights drop to the bottom of the ocean, and I popped up to the surface. And from that moment, I made some radical changes in my life. He also opened up a whole new world. He brought some wonderful women, my sisters in Christ, to me. He dropped me literally. I know I said this last year. He dropped me at Connect Point and put me in the hands of some really strong, powerful women, and they helped me get to where I was. He also told me that I'm going to use this deeply rooted compulsive problem that I have in a positive way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to help people who want to be helped, not people who don't want to be helped. And that's my fellow sisters and women in need. And I'm really, really passionate about it. So let's move forward. So now I'm a woman with a vision about empowering other women to do more, see more, and be more. So that's where we're going to take this. Beyond wow. Okay? Doesn't that sound exciting? Beyond wow. Women helping women find direction. Wouldn't you love to be a part of that? Good. Really, women in need are in our own backyard. I mean, it's pretty sad out there. These are just some statistics for Illinois, just Illinois. The population and then the number that are in poverty. 14.4% of working age women are in poverty. This is the number of people that were served in shelters, and 690 included children. The food program alone. But we can help. One of the ways that I want to help is I want to help women get back on their feet, emotionally, financially, physically. I want to help women re-enter the workplace. I want them to feel strong and worthy. But you can't feel inspired before you inspire someone. You can't feel inspired until you first inspire. You can't feel strong until you feel supported. You can't act confident until you instill some confidence. And you can't be successful until you invest in someone's success. Before you can feel empowered, you must first be empowered. And that's what we can do with Beyond Wow. We can give women a chance, a real fighting chance. People that are afflicted like I am, I'm still working on that. It's deeply rooted, I mentioned. So it's always a knee-jerk, for sure. But together, we can work with women. There's plenty of women out there. So for instance, I'm going to give you some ideas. And while I'm giving you ideas, they're going to pass out a volunteer form. Before you get scared about volunteering, I'm going to explain that. But there's plenty of computer things that we can do. A lot of people don't know how to use the basic programs, Word, Excel, how to navigate the web. There's plenty of us that are proficient in that could give back. We can also do tutoring. basic math, language, reading skills, things that you might need to really have a fighting chance. How about job seeking, resume building, searching for a job, right? Getting back on your feet, being self-sufficient. We can even find childcare opportunities. We're going to build a wow closet of professional women wear right here. So this is a great way for you to donate your professional outfits. Everybody's got to clean out their closet. Goal setting, life goals. How many of us could actually just redo our life goals? They're changing all the time. Some people, when you feel pushed down, your goals get smaller, right? And if we give them that lift up and show them there's a whole other world out there, and you can have big goals and you can reach those goals. Money management, that's a big one. A lot of people say, well, I don't have any money, how am I going to manage it? But this is how you get that way. You've got to first learn how to manage your money. And obviously managing stress. You know, again, sometimes it's looking at someone and it's smiling at someone, but a lot of times there's some real stress out there. We're starting an outreach here for the Overcomers, and it's a 12-step program for anyone that has any affliction, whatever that may be. And so much more. So the sheets that I'm giving you out here, I really want you to think about this. Now, this isn't something that you have to write down today. We're going to be here for 2 days. Unless you're not coming back tomorrow, then write it down. So what this is going to be is this is going to be a database for Beyond Wow. And what I want you to think about is, what could you give? What could you help? What little skill do you have that someone might benefit from? We're going to put that into our database. And when we hold a WOW session, a Beyond WOW session, we might call you up. Could you give an hour to 2 hours to this cause and come work with some women? It could be a computer skill. So it's not I think this is one of the best types of outreaches because everybody in this entire room can get involved. And imagine all of us supporting Union County Women in Need. And that would be pretty powerful. Okay? So as you're thinking, again, don't write it down now. Just think about what you might, and it could be a social emotional issue. It could have been something that you've dealt with in your past. Anything, write it down, and we can put it into that database. So, who's ready? There's supposed to be music to that. I guess I didn't. So, thank you so much.